Barbershop conversations, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. You get I'm charging the cars. I just this is my third video since I charged my car. Since I've been charging my car, so you guys gonna have something to do Friday night. If you like me, I'm going right back home. You know, and I'm gonna say something. Deontay Wilder is the most powerful. Floyd Mayweather is the most skilled, and Andre Ward is a common. Excuse me, forgive me for saying that. Roy Jones is a combination of both, and yet, when they're on top of the boxing world, they're still not great enough. I'm gonna say this again. Deontay Wilder is the most powerful. Floyd Mayweather is the most skilled. Roy Jones was a combination of both of them, and yet we're still not great enough. Think about that for a second. All right? Now, I know you guys are waiting for me to talk about a certain subject. We're going to get there. Just give me some time, all right? All right? 48 laws of power say you got to make the enemy feel comfortable. Okay? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, no matter what type of black boxer you are, no what type of black man you are, they will always fucking move the goalposts on you. And this is the most asinine thing. I don't understand why fucking black men always want to pacify themselves to comply and align themselves with a white man. Them fucking Lomachenko comments were just, I could not believe it. And I set y'all motherfuckers up for that, and y'all felt for it. I did not imply race at all in that video. Did not. You thought it was about race. Oh, you're being too hard on the white man. Oh, you listen. I'm gonna say this again. Andre Ward. I just did a video on Andre Ward. You guys, I just did 2 videos on him. Deontay Wilder is the most powerful. Floyd Mayweather was the most skilled, and Roy Jones was a combination of both of them. And yet, they're not great enough. When are we going to wake up? When are we going to say, we need to support our own? No matter, see, here's the catch. We can support our own. We can support our own and critique our own, but create a force field around them to say, you know what? I love my brother. I mean, you guys know how to word it. You guys been black all your life. You understand, but it's just beside me that people say boxing there's no racism in boxing. I will be a fool to implement race in my topic of conversation. And then you go outside and you see a white lady clutching her purse when you walk by her. Or you see a little white kid come up to you and you 6'5", say, you play basketball? That's real subtle, but you know what I mean? Or you go into a job interview and they say, we want to offer you $50,000 a year. It's not negotiable, but we'll offer you $50,000 a year. Racism is all around us, and yet we comply with it because we want to assimilate. Now, I say this in many of my videos. There's a certain level of assimilation we have to abide by, right? We have to coexist in this world, right? Not every white man is a devil. Not every black man is great. I understand all of that. There is bad apples on every tree. There are great apples on every tree as well. And yet, this is still a country that was built on free slave labor. This is still a country that doesn't want to mend the wealth gap in this. Doesn't want to mend the wealth gap. This is still a country that won't let a family, a hard-working family, where you have a black mother, black man, take out a loan together and buy a home. Won't do it, right? Keep it real. 3 years ago, ooh, man, 6 years ago. I'll tell you an example. Perfect example. We were searching for a Lexus, right? Lincoln was just born, and we wanted the RX, the GX, whatever it is, the RX 350. That's what it was. That was our first family car. And coincidentally, the cheapest one we found with the lowest miles was at the Beverly Hills Beverly Hills Lexus dealership. So we go in, and the lady is so rude to me. So rude to me. And I'm like, hold up, time out. If you know what sets me off, it's an honorary white person. That's what sets me off. That's what makes me go to a place that I might want. I don't go to my safe, but you visualize it. You visualize going to your safe and making magic, since we're on YouTube, right? Making this pretty portrait, right? With different colors all over the canvas, if you get what I'm saying, right? It makes me want to do that sometimes, right? And mind you, I have great credit. Dre has, her credit is, I mean, we done bought so much. Our credit basically speaks for itself now, right? And she treated me as if I was Dre's assistant. And I said, time out. I swear to Jesus Christ. Matter of fact, I'm going to have Dre tell this story one day. One day. She doesn't like doing this shit with this at all. So, I said, time out. I don't want you no more. Find me a black car salesperson. She said, what did I do? I says, you're treating me as if I don't exist. I'm not here. And lo and behold, at the end of the day, I wanted a black salesman anyway, but that gave me an out. That gave me an out to fire her and I end up getting a black woman as a salesman. So at the end of the day, don't give a damn what you are, where you come from. All right, you can have perfect credit. They ran our credit. We bought the car. 1.9% interest rate, whatever it was. I don't know. It was a used car. I don't buy new cars. Well, I take that back. I literally just bought 2 Teslas. But outside of these Teslas, I buy cars with miles on them because I want the dummy to, I had no choice but to buy these new because this is the first year. But I want the dummy to pay full price for it. And then he brings it back the next year and says he doesn't like it. Then I buy it with the warranty. So I'll say this. It doesn't matter if you have perfect credit. You understand? All your lines of credit is perfect. You're doing great. They see you make a certain amount of money. They can tell you're a family, or maybe in this case, tell you're a family. And yet, or you can be from the hood like I am. You know what I mean? I was born and raised in Harlem, USA, and I raised on Florence and Hoover. You guys, so that's basically urban America. All right? They want to treat you the same way. But they accept this may be mental warfare and this may be physical warfare. You understand where I'm coming from? I want you guys to Google redlining in America. Redlining in America. And basically what they did was they marked off a certain territory in America. And they said, we're going to put all the poor people here. And if they not, we're going to make them poor. Google that shit, redlining. And those were considered the projects. Right? And I think we need to fully grasp. We need to own our own. All right? I'm not condemning people, but I want people to see the bigger picture. It's awful. To me, it's awful. To me, it's awful that black men can't see the greater picture when they got 2 uncles doing 25 to life for a 3rd strike, for maybe they did the crime. Maybe they got into a fight on the street and they beat the guy up. Or they went to the store and stole a pack of cigarettes. That's the 3rd strike. You're doing 25 to life. Now, I'll take it that they knew what they were up against, but no taxation without representation, and the punishment should fit the crime. All right, that's just what I believe. So, at the end of the day, if you got 2 uncles doing time for slanging marijuana or an ounce of crack, you should understand where I'm coming from. All right? If you understand the 13th Amendment, you should, man, shit, man, I'm going too far in this video because I need to keep you here. Okay, fuck it. Google the 13th Amendment and Google redlining. And have a conversation with yourself. Have a conversation with your son. Have a conversation with your uncle. Have a conversation with your father, your grandfather. And they will tell you all of this shit. I don't understand a black man coming to me saying all things are equal. I don't understand that. All lives matter. I don't understand that. Okay? I don't understand how all I don't there's no such thing as equality in America, man. You guys got to understand that. Please understand that. Please understand that. You know, some of the greatest satisfactions I have in life is knowing that no matter what room I go into, I am one of the more successful men to ever walk in that room. Right? I know. You understand? I don't give a fuck if they know. I know. So sometimes I play dumb and let white men talk and, you know, jibber jabber and, you know, my uncle did this, did this. Well, in my head, I'm like, well, I did that. That's cute. That's cool. And I just play their game. I manipulate them until they give me $100,000 to invest in something I want to invest in. Because they always want to help the poor black man. They always want to help they don't want you to know that you're more successful than they are. They don't. They want to say in their little Republican cubicles and their little Republican cabins when they go to Aspen and say, you know, I helped the Williams family buy their first home. I helped Maurice invest in his whole first business. I just approved 13 loans. And, you know, they like that shit. They like that shit. But they don't know you have the mindset in 10 years. You know what you're going to do? You're going to be your own bank. And you're going to empower and enlighten and inspire the people who look just like you. That's what I can't listen. I don't even have the mindset to understand a black man that thinks all things are equal in this country. I can't fathom that at all. That shit is, but I don't get it at all. Like fizzers are going off in my head right now. Like, I don't fathom, don't understand, can't comprehend. No way will I understand. I remember the first time a white man called me nigga. I'm with my cousin Maurice, which is my mom's first cousin, right? And I'm in a Rite Aid type of store, Savon. Maybe it was a Savon because it was 1995. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was October of 1995. And I'm a freshman in college. And this white man called me a nigger. I snapped. I was 140 pounds, 5'7", freshman in college on a basketball scholarship. I snapped. And it was a grown-ass white man with a beard. I was in Riverside. I went to Cal Baptist University. It's Cal Baptist College then. And I literally snapped. I didn't give a fuck. My cousin Maurice said, calm down. He knew where we were. We was in Riverside. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted to snap. I was young, rambunctious, wanted to fight. You understand? If you knew me in high school, you knew I was quick to fight. If you knew me in my early 20s, you knew I was quick to fight. And I just that was the first time a white man called me a nigger. And I snapped. And that's the world we live in. You can be a freshman in college, doing the right thing, making money for your university, going to school. I was an average student. I'm not going to sit and say I was the greatest student, but I'm a college freshman kid. And that motherfucker was probably half drunk, buying another, whatever it was, the hottest beer that was that day. And my cousin stopped me. I want to fight that man in the middle of Savon. And that goes to show you can be an articulate 18, I was 17 at the time, freshman kid, and yet America is still going to be against you. I'm just being real with you, man. I'm just like, I'm being as real as I can be with. I don't understand a black man that can't accept America for what it is. I don't understand a black man that says it's okay. It's gonna be better tomorrow. Let's sit on our hands and pray. I can't fathom that at all. So anyways, man, I got 24 more miles to go. And maybe I'll come up with a new topic. But I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to say it again. Deontay Wilder was the most powerful. Floyd Mayweather was the most skilled. And Roy Jones was a combination of both of them. And they still wasn't great enough. When you going to wake up and realize they don't think you're great enough? They're not approving you for fights. They're not inviting you to fights. They're not giving you a raise on your job. They're not approving you for a loan. They don't want you to own your own company. They want you to rent your entire life. They give you Section 8 to make you feel comfortable so you don't achieve your greatness. You know, every tenant I've ever rented to, I always encourage them to buy a house. Always. But half of them are so comfortable and so complacent that they don't get it. They don't understand the $1,500 that they're paying me. I live in LA, in case you guys don't know. The $1,500 a month that they paying me, plus another $500 is a mortgage payment on a 1,500 square foot home. You understand what I'm saying? With the insurance, the water bill, the trash bill, maybe $2,200 a month. Maybe you pick up a side job working at Amazon at night and everyone works, but you own where you live. And in 5 to 7 years, you pay your loan down. You can take the equity out of that and purchase something else. And now you have some equity. And now you're 32, 33 years old, about to have your first child. Both of y'all done got promotions. You own your own house. You on a 30-year loan. You got 20 years left to pay on that loan. And now you have about $75,000 to put on a duplex that's going to give you 2 streams of income. And then maybe 5 to 7 more years, you'll be 40 years old. You have 2 properties. And now you only owe 16 years left on your real loan and stuff like that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. And by the time you're 60, you own all this property. 2 or 3 of them be free and clear if you haven't reinvested and took out the equity. Man, it's slow and grow. You understand? We wasn't born with a silver spoon. But man. Anyways, man, just understand where I'm coming from. I mean no harm. All right? I just want to inspire your train of thought. I want to inspire your stream of consciousness to understand that if you are under the thumb of a white man, if you are under the thumb of white supremacy, you could be doing better. Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.